Welcome to yoga today. How are you feeling? Day 28 of the WTF challenge. Fill in the gap. If you've never done Ashtanga, sounds a bit scary, doesn't it? So Ashtanga is the basis where all our vinyasa flowing yoga came from. The emphasis above everything else is on breath and movement. So we'll modify the beginning, but we're gonna do a full 1 hour class, so stay with me, don't bloody run away. First half of the class will be standing postures, second half of the class all on your mat. So let's begin. Let's begin in child's pose. Okay, I want you, if your mat, I would like you to place your mat sideways to face your phone today if you don't do that, because we're going to be moving from right to left. So I want you to see both sides of the body. All right, we're going to mirror each shape on each side. So without further ado, let's settle our bums down. That sounds like a plan. Let's take the knees apart. Bring the bum onto the heels, big toes to touch. Take a deep inhale. And let's just child's pose it out for a moment. Draw the elbows down, forehead to the ground. Just let your belly fall down and start to breathe. Just observe that breath coming down into the belly. And then draw the belly button in towards the spine as you inhale, as you exhale. We're already ruining everything right now. It's all good. What are you going to do? Let's just take 5 deep breaths here. Good, slowly rising onto all fours. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Knees hip width apart, curl your toes under. Take a deep inhale, drop the belly, lift the nose, tailbone up. Exhale, draw belly button to spine, tilt tailbone, chin to chest. Now I want you to start focusing on breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And we'll do one more. Coming into neutral, maybe walking the hands forward. Let's take a couple of those big lion's rolls to release the hips. We're going to work through the entire body today, and this is why I wanted to take you through the Ashtanga primary series, just a short form version, because I want you by now, your knowledge of the postures, you're getting to know their names, change sides, other direction, but I want you to breathe into them and I want you to feel them. We've done a lot. We've done a few classes where we've touched on many of the shapes. But I want you to move through the body really systematically today and feel so that you know how the pose is supposed to feel. If anybody's just tuning in right now watching, they're going to be like, what the? That's why it's called WTF Yoga. What the is going on there, right? It's all good. Don't worry about it. Look at something else on Facebook. There's tons to look at. Good. Walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes. Take the hips high. Downward facing dog. All right, so rearrange your hands. Spread your fingers, bend your knees deep, draw the belly down, just release your upper back first. And then as you exhale, draw the heels down towards the mat. Press back through the hands. Take an inhale through the nose, exhale it out through the mouth. Probably blew your speakers up with that breath. And again, deep inhale and exhale. Come onto your toes, tiptoe to the top of your mat. Oh dear, tiptoe. Haul your legs all the way up. Hands on the shins, a halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Nice soft knees first. And again, let's do another one. Inhale and exhale. Now on your inhale, come all the way up. Draw chin into chest, belly button in, tailbone tilt. Top of your mat, hands above the head, hands down to the heart. Reset point. All right, just get yourself onto a comfortable standing position. Big toes to touch, heels apart. Bring your hands into heart, chin into your chest. I want you to draw your belly button into your spine. So draw it in and up. Tilt your tailbone, squeeze those bathroom muscles, these 3 locks, the mahabandhas, they're called bandhas, energy seals in the body to keep the energy flowing, not flying all over the place. We don't want anything flying all over the place. Good, take a deep inhale. And exhale it out. Do 2 more of those for me. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Now seal the lips, but keep that breath. Keep that prana. Breath, that energizing breath. Sounds like Darth Vader. Or the ocean, right? Like fogging a mirror. But you doing it with your lips sealed. So this special type of breath builds energy in the body, warms and heats the body. Take a deep inhale, and on your next inhale, sweep the hands high above the head, look up. Exhale, fold chest to thighs, look at your knees, nice and soft knees. Halfway lift, hands on the shins, look out, lengthen. Palms down, take your feet back, find plank or come to all fours if you're just beginning. Draw the body forward into plank and lower down, elbows, hug them in. Inhale, squeeze the chest through and press up into cobra. Nice soft elbows, look up. Maybe take a roll onto one hip. Take a roll onto the other, this first round. Good, curl toes, hips high, down dog, 5 deep breaths. So in your down dog, rearrange your feet, your hands. You can paddle your heels if that feels good, but press the mat away. Look at your belly button, release your head. 1 more breath, come high on the toes, walk, step, maybe float the feet, top of the mat. Fingers in line with toe tips or on the shins. Halfway lift, look out. Exhale, fold in, look at your knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms touch, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Round number 1, we'll do 3 rounds. Inhale, sweep hands up, look up. Exhale, fold in, chest to thighs, you look at your knees. Hands on the shins or the floor, look out, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, feet back, lower down, bottom of a push-up. Now, on the knees, or draw the shoulders over the wrists, lower down, hover, release the toes, press up, draw the shoulders back, look up, curl toes, hips high, down dog. 5 breaths. Now really connect with those 5 breaths. Press the hands back. Release your head. Come on to the toes. Walk, step, float, feet, top of the mat. A halfway lift. I'll go to the shins. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up. That's the end of Round number 2, palms down through center, chin into chest, belly button in. Squeeze those bathroom muscles. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, so this sun salutation, fold forward. Look at your knees, halfway lift. This is called my belly's hanging out. Palms down, feet back, lower down, bottom of a push-up. Now drop to your knees if you like, elbows, hug the ribs, release the toes, sweep through. So there's options for everybody. And third option would be just to step right back to downward facing dog and skip that vinyasa transition altogether. You won't get arrested by the yoga police. Your practice, your body, your life. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing, because they don't worry about what you're doing. Come high on the toes, bend the knees, walk, step, float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, come all the way up. Press through the feet. Squeeze those quads. Hands to heart. Good. First warm up done. How you feeling? Bend the knees. Bring the hands above the head into chair pose. Take a gaze up at your fingers. Relax the shoulders. Lift all 10 toes. Exhale, fold in. Chest to thighs. Halfway lift. Exhale, palms down. Take that vinyasa or step back to downward facing dog. So your choice. Good. On your next inhale, right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Seal the back heel, drop it down, and on an inhale, come all the way up. Lean into that front leg, it's your warrior 1. Exhale, take the hands all the way back down. Step back, take your vinyasa, or step back to down dog, your choice. Next inhale, left leg high to the sky. Draw the knee through, in between the hands, foot down. Seal the back heel. Come on up, you're going to start getting warm real quick. Exhale, so follow your breath, flow it back down. Foot back, take your vinyasa, or meet me in downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Curl the heels, hips high. Good. And breathe. Spread your fingers, come onto the thumb pad, the first finger pad. That's it, so your wrists are slightly rolled in. Draw the belly in as you breathe. Nice tight locks of energy. Come on to the toes, bend the knees, walk, step, float, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Lift the hands. Come all the way up, hands to heart. Reset point. Good, Samastatihi. Bend the knees, sink the hips. We'll just do one more round of Sun Sal B, because I don't want to kill us all. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms down, feet back. Lower down, bottom of a push-up. Or drop to your knees, or come all the way back to down dog. Hips high. Good, you start with your right leg. Draw the knee through, plant the foot, drop the back heel. Come on up, warrior 1. Really press through that front leg. Exhale, frame the foot. Right foot goes back to join left. You can take your vinyasa or step back to downward facing dog. And if you get tired, drop down into child's pose, left leg high. Draw the knee through. So this warm up, 3 to 5 rounds you usually do in Ashtanga. Frame the foot, left foot back, lower down or step into down dog, and take your 5 breaths. Hips high. So now your down dog feels like a resting pose, a grounding pose. Good. High on the toes, walk, step, float, top of your mat. Halfway lift on an inhale. Exhale, fold it in. Bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. Stand tall, hands to heart. Samastatihi. Good. Step your feet hip width apart for me. Take a breath. Bring your hands onto your hips. So hip width apart, not out here. Your hips aren't that big. That's your mirror. It's broken. Take an inhale. Take a little back bend. Exhale, fold in. Take your peace fingers to bind your big toes. So bend your knees to get in there. Grab your big toes. Good. Take an inhale. Try to straighten, flatten that back. Exhale, fold in. Look at your knees. Now lift the tailbone up. Maybe just shake the head a little if it's tight. Pulling up on those toes, lifting the tailbone. One more breath. Good, and release. Walk the feet on top of the palms of your hands. So slip the palms under your feet, your toes in line with the crease of your wrist. You might have to bend your knees to get in there. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift it up, curl in towards your knees. Look at your knees. Now lift as though you've got a rope coming out of your bum, lifting you up towards the ceiling, bringing the weight forward. You've got 2 breaths left. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips, and on an inhale, come up, stand up. Nice and slow so we're not dizzy. Exhale, feet together, hands together. Reset point. Chin in, belly in, tailbone tilts. Take a breath. Good. On your next inhale, take a big wide step out to your right. So the toes pointing. Good, to the other side of your mat. Take your left foot, draw it 45 degrees. It's a heel to arch alignment. Extend the hands out straight ahead. Oh, tried to catch the mosquito. Take a deep inhale and reach towards your front foot. Hips are coming back. Bottom hand finds a shin or a block. Top hand reaches high. It's called Triangle Pose Utthita Trikonasana. Now you found your shape, you're breathing. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, rotate open a little. Think of your front inside thigh rotating outwards. Keep your belly button tight. Gaze up at the top hand. One more breath. Exhale, look down at the big toe. On an inhale, use that left hand to bring you up. Rotate your toes the same way, opposite side. Extend the hands, same shape. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, draw the body forward. Hand comes down, other hand high to the sky. Reach up. You have your shape now. Breathe. Rotate your thighs outwards. Take the gaze up and try to open up a little more. One more breath. Gaze down at the big toe. Inhale brings you all the way up. Rotate the toes the other direction. Now here's where a block might help. Take your right hand onto your hip. If you have a block, put it in your left hand or just reach your left hand high to the sky. Draw that right hip back. Good, inhale, nice and long, legs are straight. Exhale, draw the body forward as though you're shaking somebody's hand. Good, draw the hand down onto the shin, or if you have a block, to the outside of the foot. On an inhale, right hand twists up towards the sky. Draw the belly in, it's called revolved triangle, Pavrita Trikonasana. Breathing deep. I can't do it on this side because my shoulder's so messed up, but it's all right. Take an inhale, come all the way back round, same shape other side. Set your feet up first. Set your toes. If you have a block, put it in your right hand, left hand on the hip. Draw that left hip back, reach up, get length in the spine. Length, 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 then draw forward as far as you can reach. Bringing the hand either down to the shin, to the outside of the floor if your spine's super open. Take an inhale, left hand revolves open. Thinking about just drawing that left hip back and get that deep, deep breath, that ocean breath, that Ujjayi pranayama, victorious, energizing breath in Sanskrit. I speak English, Northern English, and Sanskrit. Good, inhale, come all the way up. You can leave your block, open out, give yourself a little back bend, feet together, hands together, top of the mat. Good, take a breath for me. Lock in that belly, that tailbone. On your next inhale, take a wide step out to the right, toes pointing, feet round, back foot round, 45 degrees. Dip into that front leg for me. Making sure knee over the ankle. Right elbow, right knee. Extend left hand overhead. Extended side angle. Utthita Pasvakonasana. Now, I would like you to focus on your breath, but maybe opening out the body. Taking the gaze to the fingers. Second option would be to take the hand to the outside of the foot, but don't collapse in. It's about extending, long line of energy, fingertips to the outside edge of the foot. Good, inhale, come all the way up, just rotate toes, opposite direction, same shape, other side. Dip in, elbow to knee, extend a hand overhead. Take the gaze up, start your 5 breaths now. Now try not to be dumping straight into that leg, maybe float the elbow off so you're really working this quad. And it's breath I want you to focus on. Good, inhale, come all the way up, rotate round, drop down to the back knee. Take the hands together, take your left elbow, twist it onto your right knee. Revolved side angle. You can stay down here on the knee. Maybe you float your back knee off the ground. And if you could press through the hands and lift the belly off the thighs, wonderful. Maybe your left hand comes down, you extend right hand overhead like a swimmer's stroke, final shape. But stay here in the twist. One more inhale and come all the way around. Lift up, drop down, right knee to the ground to set up, hands to heart, right elbow, left knee. Get your rotation. That's the most important part. Pressing the hands down towards the sternum. Take the gaze to the ceiling, option 1. Option 2, floating the knee. And if you have a nice revolved twist, maybe that bottom hand. But draw the knee in towards the body, reach overhead, swimmer's stroke. 2 more breaths. Good, windmill the hands round, take a nice back bend. Hands together, feet together, top of the mat. Anybody getting warm out there? Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Good. Big wide step out now, but feet parallel with the outside edge of your mat. So you're facing the side. Take a deep inhale. Open out. Exhale. Fold in. Crown of head to floor. Fingers in line with the toe tips. Now you might be here. You can always use a block as well. Take a halfway lift and exhale. Fold in a little deeper. Maybe using the fingers to draw the body forward. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips and slowly rise. Exhale, ground into the mat. Good, inhale, open out the hands. Take a back bend. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips and draw the elbows together as far as you can behind the back. Look up. And exhale, fold in. Good, draw the chin forward. Keeping the elbows coming together as much as you can. Look up at your belly button. And breathe. On your next inhale, come on up. Press through the feet. Nice and slow. Exhale. Ground down. Next inhale, open out. Back bend, 5-star. Bring the hands together. Clasp the fingers behind the back this time. Take an inhale, push them down. Draw the shoulders together. You might hear a thunk in your shoulders. Maybe that's just me. Exhale, fold in. Crown of head to floor. Bringing the hands off the bum. Really great for opening out the shoulders. Prasarita Pada Tonasana, let us see. Yep, you don't just wear tight pants, you have to learn a completely foreign language. Good, on an inhale, come on up. Exhale, ground it down. 1 more in this series, open out, 5-star. Exhale, take your peace fingers, bind your big toe if you can. And if not, bring your hands around the shins, draw the body forward. If you've got the toe bind, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, draw in, using the fingers to pull the toes to draw the body deeper in. So really working on the back of the hamstrings, working into the legs. Good, release, hands to the hips and slowly rise. Exhale, ground down. Good, inhale, open out the hands, a back bend. Feet together, hands together, top of the mat. Good, take 3 breaths for me. I'm going to let big nuts out. Go on. We're trying to chill out here and breathe. Good, now bringing your hands. You got 2 options here. Bring the hands, now I got mosquitoes. Bring the hands into the elbows. You see that? Grabbing opposite elbows, option 1. It's really opening out the shoulders for you. Option number 2, reverse palms. So palms facing down, fingers facing down, draw the elbows together. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, take a short step out. So toes pointing same direction, heel to heel alignment here. Draw that right hip back, take an inhale and a little back bend. And exhale, slowly draw the body down over that front leg. So this is called pyramid pose, Parsva Tanasana. Targeting the hamstrings. You can put a little, if that's absolute torture, put a little soft bend into that front leg. Look at your knee. Draw the belly button in and draw that right hip back. You've got 3 breaths left. So these are static holds, right? So that's why you're kind of getting tired, although you're not moving. very much. Inhale, come all the way up. Keep your hands where they are. Rotate the feet, same shape, other side. Good, draw that left hip back. Take an inhale, a little back bend, and exhale, slowly fold. That's it, look at your knee. Draw that left hip back. And slowly rise after that last breath. Open out, 5-star. Feet together, hands together, top of your mat. Good, okay. Gotta get some hair out of my face. Phew. Come back to your starting position. We enter the little standing balance series. So if you need to go to a wall, go to a cabinet or a bed to grab hold of something to help you balance, then go for it. So we'll start with right knee. So your options are to bring the knee in towards the chest. We're going to take 20 breaths here. So pick a focus, a drishti, a gaze point on the floor in front of you. Don't move your gaze off that. All right, you got it. Start your 20 breaths. Otherwise, left hand, left hip. You can take a toe bind, big toe, peace fingers. Extend that front leg long. Now you might look like this. It's okay. It's not about what you look like in the pose, it's what you feel in the body. So extend that heel forward, draw shoulder back into socket, hip back into socket, belly tight. On your next inhale, open out to the side. So if you have your knee, open the knee out to the side. Take 5 breaths. If you have the big toe bind, open out the leg. You could play a little, look over the opposite shoulder, really mess your gaze up. Pasva, drishti, that means look that way. One more breath, then draw that foot or knee back to the center. Hug the knee in. If you have the big toe bind, you can wrap the hands around, crisscross at the ankle, and draw the head to the knee. It's been a while. Good, everybody release hands to the hips, point the toe out to the front, straight leg. Nice deep breaths, gaze at your big toe. 2 more breaths, 1 more breath. Lift that foot, replace it in, shake it out. Good, steady your body, steady your mind. Same things, other side. So grab your knee, bind the big toe and extend. Draw the shoulder back, stand up tall. And what we're working are all the stabilizing muscles in the ankle, proprioceptors, right? So they keep you upright, and as we age, that's the first thing that really starts to go. So very, very important. That's why elderly population tend to fall. Opening out to the side, knee or toe bind. Take the gaze over the shoulder if you want to mess with yourself, challenge yourself. So we got to keep those stabilizing muscles super, super strong. So you just see where you're at. If you're wobbling all over, you got some work to do, right? Draw the foot back through center. So you're either hugging the knee really tight in or crisscross at the ankle. See if you can draw forehead to knee. My brain's wandering, so I'm wobbling. That's how it works. Good, let's release because I'm going to fall over. Point that toe forward. It's amazing once your head goes somewhere else. All over the place, right? Good, lift that foot. Shake it out. Done. Good, bring the hands to heart. Second balancing posture. We can do tree, vrikshasana. So if you're starting out, Stay close to the ankle. Just place the sole of the foot on the inside of that calf, right? So there's not much to come down to. Otherwise, you can draw heel up into Vrikshasana tree. Take 5 breaths. And if you want to do the half lotus bind, you draw the heel into the hip, hold the foot with your left hand and maybe wrap. See if you have the bind or you just grab hold of your arm. If you'd like to take a forward fold, soften the knee and draw the body down. Ardha Baddha Padmattanasana. I'm just going to stay here, take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And slowly release. Same shape. Other side. So tree, high tree, or half lotus bind. 5 breaths, let's go. So take your gaze. If you notice I'm staring intently at the floor in front, it's not because I'm shy or embarrassed. It just helps. The steady gaze, the drishti, helps steady the mind, steady the body. That breath long and deep. Good, and slowly release. Wonderful. Take a deep inhale. Reach the hands up. Exhale, forward fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, a halfway lift. And then exhale, flow through your vinyasa. I'll meet you in down dog. Just being mindful of what your body can do. Come high on the toes in your down dog. Good. Walk, step, float. Feet top of the mat. Feet together. Bend the knees. Sink the hips. You come back to chair pose. Lift all 10 toes. 5 breaths. Good. Keep your gaze up at your fingers. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift. Palms down, feet back, flow through to your downward facing dog. Or just step back to down dog. Your choice. On your next inhale, left leg high to the sky. Draw the foot through, drop the back heel. Come on up and find your warrior 1. Good. Now, draw the hips down towards the ground. Dip into that front knee. Knee in line with your ankle. Hands above the head. Take the gaze up. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Belly button tight. Good. Now, keeping your hands where they are, straighten the front leg. Rotate to the other side of your mat. Dip into that front leg. Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A, other side. That front knee, don't let it collapse in. Draw it out. Good. Now open out the arms straight into Warrior 2. That's it. Gaze over front middle finger. Open out the chest, the hips to the side. Relax your shoulders. Belly buttons drawn in. Straighten the leg. Keep the arms where they are. I know they're tired. Rotate the toe to the front of your mat. Dip in. Gaze front middle finger. You've got 4 breaths left. You can do it. Relax your shoulders. Good. Windmill the hands down. Take a vinyasa or step back to downward facing dog. Your choice. Come high on the toes. Bend the knees and find your way through onto your bum. Yeah, see? Told you. Good. Right, take your bum from underneath your sit bones. Tuck yourself in. Bring your hands by the hips, fingers point forward. Dandasana, staff pose. So you press into your hands. You draw your chin into your chest, draw the belly button in. Flex the feet towards the body. Squeeze the quads so it's an active staff pose. You've got 3 breaths left. Good, and release. Bring the hands above the head, reach them up. Exhale, draw the body forward. See if you can grab your big toes with your peace fingers, or you hold on to your shins. Right? Get your shape. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the body forward. If you need to take another inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Look at your knees. Paschimottanasana. Relax your chin into your chest. We'll just do one of these. Get your breath. That fogging the mirror so you can hear the sound. Slowly release. Come on up. Hands by the hips. Draw the heels in towards the bum. Knees point to the ceiling. And on an inhale, press the hips up. Reverse. Tabletop. Let the head fall back if your neck is okay. If not, keep your head neutral. Chatters padders piddum. Yeah, that's a real thing. Good. Slowly lower down. Extend the legs long in front of you. Come on up. Maybe grab the flab, take it out. Bring your right heel in towards your bits. Sole of the feet into the inside thigh. Now this straight leg, flex the toes. Draw the shoulders forward. Take an inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold in with a slight twist to the outside of that shin. So you find your shape. Now we lengthen. Inhale, lengthen, lift up through the chest. Exhale, draw the chest forward a little bit more. Head to knee pose, Janu Shirshasana. 5 breaths. So you're using that right hand to help draw the body across. So you'll feel this in the upper back of your shoulders, your clavicles, your shoulder blades. Good. Inhale, come up, change sides. Same shape, other side. Sole of the foot as tight as you can in there. Straight leg, flex it out. Take a deep inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold over with a little bit of a twist out towards that shin, right? You get your shape, so inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw in. Nice deep breaths. Good, and release. Draw the feet together. Good, draw that right heel in towards the body. This time, 2 fists distance in between the heel and the thigh. Draw that knee in as tight as you can get it to the body, right? Maybe Remove the flab from your sit bones. I nearly sat on my hand there. This straight leg, I want you to walk it forward just an inch or two, right? It just protects the SI joint, a bunch of stuff flowing through the hip. Take the right hand, bring it into the base of your spine so it supports you. It's like a tripod helping you stay tall. Drawing that knee in towards the body. Take an inhale, left hand high to the sky. Exhale, twist it round. See if you can get your elbow round, or draw that hand onto the thigh and draw it to the midline. That straight leg, flex it, make it strong and active. If you can get your elbow, just open out the palm. Maybe finger and thumb touch, chin to chest. Marichasana, letter C. There's a lot of these, but we'll only do one. Release it round, same shape other side. So draw that heel in to the outside of the hip, 2 fists in between. Walk that straight leg forward an inch. Good, left hand behind the bum. Support, straighten out that spine. Inhale, lengthen up. With that right hand, exhale, rotate, drawing that knee into the middle of the body. Get your boobs to the outside. Your belly is going to get squished somewhere in between, so draw the belly button in. So we're aiming for lifting the spine. And exhale, rotate a bit more, chin into chest. Flex that long leg. Good, and release. Good, really? Draw the heels back in towards the body. We're gonna take the hands by the hips and draw the 2 toes off the ground. Navasana, boat pose. Excuse me, not a repeat of yesterday's performance, sir. Good, I haven't forgotten about you. Cross the ankles. Hands down by the hips, just lift the bum off the ground. Let's go back. Feet off the ground. So hands can stay if you're just beginning. Lift the chest, palms up to the ceiling. Lift up through the chest, Navasana, boat pose. Good, maybe you want to extend and push a little more. Me? Nah, not so much today. One more. I make these very slow breaths. Great for the core. Cross the ankles. Draw the heels in as close as you can to the hips. Place your hands down. Lift your bum off. Sometimes you could even float the feet off. Great to have a block either side and practice that. I won't because of my wrist. Let's come back up. Last round. 5 breaths. I am going to go big this time. Gaze at your toes. I gave myself a pedicure. It wasn't very good. I think I got bored halfway through. Cross the ankles, draw it in. Lift up. Soles of the feet together. Draw them into the body. Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Open the feet like a book. Elbows into the crooks of your knees. Take an inhale and exhale. Draw the body forward. Good. Gaze to your belly button. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Beautiful. Rise. Extend the legs out into a wide straddle. It's a wide angle butterfly. Upavishta Konasana. Flex the toes in. Take a deep inhale. Reach up, so add length in the spine before we ask it to do anything, and slowly draw the body forward. Fingertips come down in front. All right, you hit that point. Take an inhale, add length. Exhale, excuse me, draw the body forward. As I inhaled, my tonsils went down my throat. My uvula, that dangly bit. Chin into chest. Slowly rise. Draw the feet in, knees bent to the ceiling, and slowly lower down onto your back. That's it, just use your hands so you don't fall back. Bring the hands down by the sides, draw the heels in towards the bum. Take a deep inhale, palms are flat into the ground, and on an inhale, draw the hips up to the sky into bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Walk the shoulders in. See if you can clasp your hands underneath your tailbone and press towards your feet. Lift the hips higher. Don't move your chin, please, in this shape. Keep it right there. Gaze up to the ceiling. Drawing the heels almost towards your bum, pushing out with the knees. One more breath. And slowly lower down. Good. Hug the knees into the chest and come on up. Extend the legs long. Remove the bum from your sit bones. Another forward fold. Reach up, and this time just draw the hands down to the sides of your shins. It's a very passive yin-like forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. And we're going to take 10 breaths here. You can turn your palms up, chin into chest, and breathe. Slowly rise. Draw the body back down onto your mat. Position number 1, option 1. Lay back, extend the feet high to the sky. Setu Dandasana. Stay here for 10 or so breaths. If you have a shoulder stand in your practice, I want you to roll the feet high to the ceiling, draw the hands behind the hips, and press the feet high up. Keep your head exactly where it is, please. Do not move. It's very delicate in the cervical spine, the neck area. Splay your toes as though you're standing in high heels. And guys, just use your imagination. Lifting up. Shoulder stand. Salamba Shavangasana. Coming into plow, take those toes behind the head if you're in your shoulder stand. Drop those toes, just see where the legs will go. Plow pose, Halasana. I'm a little tight in my hamstrings, so I'm just hanging out wherever I am, keeping that hip area supported. Maybe knees come apart Either side of the ears, Kanapidasana. Slowly making your way out of shoulder stand, drawing the legs all the way slowly. And if your legs are just in the sky, draw them all the way back down. As the heels touch the ground, just come up onto your elbows, palms flat into the mat. Draw the back of the crown of the head back. Fish pose, Matsyasana. Maybe wiggle the jaw, loosen the jaw, look behind. So you're pressing up, puffing out the chest. Crown of the head is on the ground. My birthday hat is in the mat. Point the toes. Good, and release. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll on up into Sukhasana, easy pose. You could come into a half lotus or full lotus if that's in your practice. Take the hands behind your back, final closing postures. Hands behind your back, grab opposite elbows. Take an inhale and exhale, just fold in with gratitude. We start to seal in. Gratitude for everybody that brought the practice of yoga to us today, so we can clear our minds, open the energy in our body, and find some peace in our day. We take 10 breaths here. We've got about 6 left. So this is just one form of what's known as yoga in the ancient traditions. 5,000 years ago, first mention of yoga. About 2,000 years ago, we get a systematic set of postures, Ashtanga. And look where we are now. All the different types of yoga, power yoga, hip-hop yoga, anything you want, clean your teeth yoga, right? I like the drinking wine yoga. I wouldn't really necessarily put them together, but we might have to try after our challenge. But it's a bit bloody early in the morning for me. Slowly rise. Good. Bring the hands onto the knees. We'll do a little bit of breath work. A little bit of breath. I would like you to, we're going to do some Kapalabhati breathing. So this sounds interesting, right? So what you're doing, I want you to just look down to the ground. You're going to concentrate. We're going to do 10 of these breaths. You breathe out through the nose. It's more forceful, so you take 10 breaths. It sounds like this. It's almost like you're going hum, 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 hum. So the belly's drawing in. So you're not inhaling, you're focusing on the pushing out of the breath, right? So imagine you're going hum, 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 hum. You sound like a Japanese bloody martial arts film, right? So seal the lips, take a deep inhale, and take 10 sharp breaths, just puffing it out through your nose, and go. Take a deep inhale, hold your breath. Exhale it out. Let's do one more round. Inhale and go. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's come on all fours. Let's end with lion's breath. Lion's breath, clearing out any crap in the body. You spread your fingers, curl your toes under, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, you stick your tongue out and go, ha, as loud as you can. All right, so take a deep inhale. Exhale, ha, stick your tongue out. Don't be embarrassed. Inhale. Ha. Good, do 2 more. Ha. This time, anything that needs to come out your body, any bullshit left in there, get it out. I had a lot. Good. Inhale, come all the way back onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend the hands out like airplane wings, palms face up. And slowly draw your knees over to the right. We'll take 5 breaths. Look over the opposite shoulder. A little spinal twist to finish. Inhaling through center, same shape, other side. Take your gaze over to the opposite shoulder. You can close your eyes. Slowly drawing the knees in towards the chest. Take a deep inhale, draw the forehead in towards the knees. And exhale, let it go, final resting shape. This is where the magic happens, the energy flows around the body. Shavasana. Take your soft inhale. Exhale it out. It's coming back into your body. Maybe fingers coming into the palms, wiggling the toes. And maybe just resting your left hand onto your heart, your right hand onto your belly. Just say hello to you deep down in there. Very grateful that you have a strong, healthy body. Maybe extending the hands above the head, a nice good morning stretch. Good afternoon stretch, good evening stretch, whatever it is for you. Squeeze the knees into the chest and just find your way onto one side. Just take a breath there. Find your way up to cross-legged, seated position. Bring your hands in towards your heart to seal in your practice. As always, at the end of yoga, it's a heart offering, chin into chest. You just take a deep breath for me and exhale it out. Good, we're still alive. We made it through so far. Another deep inhale, another deep exhale. There's a beautiful Sanskrit blessing that we seal Ashtanga yoga with. So you can repeat it out loud or in your head. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. It means may all beings be happy, may all beings be safe, and may all beings be free from suffering. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi means peace, peace, peace. Namaste.